Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to my channel. Okay, we're going to be talking about recapping and reviewing the Braxton's Family's Values. Yes, they came on back. Glad to see them back. And you know I'm biased. I love myself some Tamar. She can do no wrong in my eyes. Now, I call her out when she's just totally went left. Okay, totally out of pocket. But she's the baby. What do you expect from the last child of the family? Okay. Anyway, we're going to be talking about season 5, episode 16. The title of the show or episode is Tabloids, Rumors, and Repercussions. We go right on into that first take. Basically, they're just talking about Halloween. They celebrated Halloween last year, and Logan got himself up in their golf cart buggy. And he called himself, I guess, pushing the gas too soon and ran over Mama L. I like, Lord have mercy. Y'all know Mama L got issues. Y'all try to put her in a grave ASAP and on camera. Put all y'all behinds in jail. Okay, but I was like, Lord have mercy. Then Mama L should know better. But I think she really got a little Alzheimer's going on. They probably ain't saying it, but it is what it is. Because further on into this episode, Mama L did express that she was going to stay in Georgia. She preferred to stay in Georgia, not to move to LA, even though Tony and Tamar were making a very strong plea that she come live with them because it's more accessibility. They have great doctors in LA, blah, 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 all that crippity crap. We have the best things in Atlanta too, because a lot of celebrities are calling themselves moving down here. So with the medical community, we must not look so bad after all. And like I said, further on into this particular episode, Vince and Tamar are looking for a seem like huge mansion down here in Atlanta. But usually if they move way out, like in the rural country part, they can get themselves some nice land and a huge home that they probably wouldn't even pay XYZ for if they go under like an assumed name. Because half the time when realtors and banks find out celebrities are buying homes, they try to amp up the price. I mean, they can't amp it up too much, but more so than a regular blow Joe going out there trying to, solidify themselves with some real estate. Okay, but anyway, they're looking at homes here in Atlanta, and they probably will move to Alpharetta or Sandy Springs or Johns Creek. These are the more affluent type places here in Atlanta that most celebrities, well off physician, lawyers, thing of that nature tend to navigate to in those sections of counties to live in. But anyway, that's just a side note. We go right on into it. I told y'all, poor Logan ran over his grandmama and she got bruised up and this, that, and that. But for what Vince say, she'll live. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, but anyway, it is what it is. Then we have Towanda has filed for divorce from Andre. Like we didn't see that coming, a few seasons ago. But anyway, Andre has put out to his lawyers, to Tawanda's lawyers, that he want property. He want the LA condo that Towanda had up there when she got herself get into an acting career. And he want the Maryland property as well. I'm like, God damn. I ain't never heard of no joker that only just looked like wrote a book and it didn't go too well and, didn't go nowhere too far because he's not on the bestsellers list the last time I checked that Barnes and Nobles. And, I don't know really what kind of job he had prior to Wanda was touring with her sister Tony a lot. But I really still don't know what Towanda does for a living. But as time goes on, I'm sure we'll find out as we go along. But anyway, evidently she's definitely saving her coins and putting them to work when it comes to this show. Because like I said, I really don't know what she does other than being Tony's lapdog or assistant or however you want to see her. Okay, but this joker further along is asking for something men really don't ask for. But I guess since he's been a stay-at-home papa or daddy, I guess it would be fair for him to ask for some assets, but not what he's trying to do. That's just pretty stupid. Unless Tawanda's not gonna really slow up with trying to figure out who she is at this time and what she wants to do with herself as far as careers are based. Because I really don't. I don't know what her foundation is because, like I said, haven't heard anything, and I mean anything, uh, with results of her making her acting career debut. Because God knows, or I've seen the little skits that they give us, and I'm only going by that. I don't see that she can really be an actress. She just don't have that je ne sais quoi. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time and effort and the time you're going to invest in dedication, I guess I'm saying, to the field of acting. You gotta, be practicing every day, working side jobs so you can get those little times where you can go on cold calls for different like commercials or little short story playhouses, acting something. But it don't look like she doing too much. So I'm like, maybe she's a frugal person when it comes to her coins, when it comes to collecting her check on Braxton's family values. And I ain't got nothing. I ain't hollering at her. I mean, I ain't mad at her, but I just don't know what she does. Okay. And then I'm like, Towanda, did you not get a prenup, girlfriend, before you got married? Or when you at least started breaking in some coins with the Braxton's Family Values show? But anyway, we go to commercial, we come back. We're still back on Towanda. Tawanda's lawyer said he wants primary custody of both children. I was like, I would not see him not wanting the children because, like uh in previous seasons, Tawanda has been out a lot and she has definitely taken her mother role to the back burner while she goes and do her thing, and Andre is there basically with the children, caring for the children, on a routine basis. So I mean, we all see that mothers need to have their children and stuff of that nature, but you know, I, Tawana has started late in life trying to have a professional industry type career, whether it's in music, acting, or owning her own business, I guess. But she still can be at home, take care of the kids, and still hustle for her own entrepreneurship. I just don't know. I don't know because I'm kind of torn because I feel mothers need to have, total uh, say over their kids, especially if they're splitting, meaning divorcing. But then, since Andre pretty much has been there with the kids for at least we know the last couple of seasons, he's been like father, mom, best friend, caregiver, all of that in a nutshell. But I would have hate to have seen that he's using this now against her because she's following her career and she sat in the back burner doing backup do wop to wop singing with Tony, and then being a homebody and being Tony's assistant and still trying to take care of her family when Andre was trying to write his book and this, that, and the third. So it's like a slap in the face to her, but then it's like I could see that coming. Especially when he knew, or they both knew, their marriage wasn't on steady grounds, not a steady foundation. And then she even admits further on in the episode that they haven't had sex in 3 years. So I'm like, she should have started thinking about, what he could possibly ask for, what he could possibly do if they thought about getting a divorce, pre-think some stuff. But like I said, she wasn't on that level of thinking. You always got to have that forward type of thinking, what if type scenario in all your business dealings as well as your personal life. When you have a husband or a boyfriend and you have a risk of losing stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. I say he has very good footing, and a judge probably would see he would be the best possible parent to have that type of security and what do you call it? A lack of a better word, I guess, he would be the better parent because he's more stable. He's in town 99% of the time, and he's caring for them from sun up to sundown, and he's taking care of their, uh, needs when it comes to school, the academics, their leisure time, and this, that, and the third. And she's playing the dad role as the provider, going out doing the thing, and Andre's playing the mama role, and that's just how society has depicted us. So, anyway, we'll leave that up to the courts, and I'm sure they'll show us on TV if they want to include that in their sitcom that they're giving us. But Towanda don't want to, and then I'm like, okay, well maybe Tawanda's fighting so hard because she don't want to pay child support. Because when you have primary access of the kids, then somebody's gonna have to pay. And with him not really having no income, but what income I guess she's supplying for him or to him for keeping the kids all the time while she's on the road or doing what she want to do as far as her career, it's um duty she's trying to perform for herself. I think that's maybe an issue as well. She don't want to pay child support. Um, and that's a sacrifice that, she keeps including all this sacrifice. I'm like, well, hey, he sacrificed his life to raise his kids, and why you go and do what you got to do. So I'm like, Then the attorney's telling Tawanda, what if y'all split the children up? He had one, you had the other. I said, honey, you need to fire that attorney right now because ain't no sense in splitting no kids. Why you gonna split the kids up? Why, they ain't twins. This ain't what you call that show? The damn, the Parent Trap. I said, my lord, you been watching too much Disney movies. You need to cancel him, honey. Pay his fee and find you another attorney, okay? Cause he ain't about nothing. Talking about splitting up some kids. Ooh, he can kiss my ass. But anyway, moving on from there. We go where the lawyer wants to talk to Tawanda about her and Andre being in an open marriage. Tawanda says she's never stepped out, but she knows Andre has, so she'll lose to Andre has. And I'm like, wait a minute, when was Tawanda in an open marriage? I remember hearing that on the past episodes. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? What's going on? Cause she gave us the attitude that she was dipping back, even though they were separated. They was like how she called it divorce because they weren't doing anything together when she was at home. They were just taking care of the kids. He would go to his room, she would go to his room. But they led us believe that sometimes they was bumping booties here and there when they both probably were drunk and they wanted some or, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have some form of attraction for a person to even want to get in bed with them. Okay? So, but she says she ain't had sex with that joker in 3 years, so we knew that was dry when it comes to them doing anything. But this open marriage, I could see a possibility of somebody creeping in, when what to say, when one's away, the other will play. Mm. But that's just how Satan comes in. He creeps in and he finds some space to sit there and make manifest cancers, in your marriage, in your life, in your foundation of what you said you wanted from this person when y'all got married. So it is what it is. Then we go to Trina. Trina's looking for a new blender for her bar. Then Tawanda tells Trina Andre wanted, she's really telling her what the lawyer and her had talked about. She tells Andre wants 2 houses or the condo in LA, then the house in Maryland, and he wants the kids. And then Tawanda said he didn't want alimony though, so I don't know. I'm like, what do you don't know about? You don't know about giving up your kids? Because I know you were hell bent on, okay, he can have all the property. So now you're thinking about giving up your kids so you can have a life? I mean, are you stupid? But anyway, but Tawanda, I mean, do you think he's going to not want child support? Like, are you dense or something? But anyway, she's telling Trina because she's been divorced before, tried 2 times over. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. I thought not Tracy, Trina was only married 1 time. But I guess to the first older son, she was married to some, I don't know, guy that maybe didn't work and maybe she was young or something. And of course we know that, well, no, wait a minute. The 2 boys have the same father. Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know because it kind of got me wanting to go back in memory lane, and my memory doesn't serve me that they had 2 different fathers. But I don't know. But I know they engaged children. So anyway, we already know that the little boy, her youngest son don't like Gabe, don't want to be a bother with Gabe, this, that, and the other. But, Trina's only Tawanda's only confiding in Trina because she has went through a divorce other than her mother and Tony. But I guess she didn't want to talk to Tony about it. So anyway, we move that situation. We go to where Tony is making Tamar. She says Tamar to come over and see her. So Tony is making a drink for Tamar, and Tamar tastes it. She said, honey, it tastes like some old stank church girl. I was like, oh Lord, I don't even know where that come from. I was like, what? And then it took Tony by surprise too, because wait a minute, why are you getting up in women or men's faces that close? I'm like, then Tony was so stupid. That's all church will do is get up in your face and say, hey, how you doing? And this, that, and third. This your first time? Are you gonna enjoy the service? Or are you old school and they know you? They might want to trade some gossip here and there. So you have to get up close. So, Tony's so standoffish. She has so much entourage people around her. Like, she don't know. She don't, I don't know. It's like Tony been cloned. That ain't Tony no more. I just don't, she has no life in her. She just like blah, But anyway, moving on from that situation, we go to where Tamar is talking again with Tony about headliners, the tabloids, rumors, hits from naysayers, etc. And I said, really, people are asking, they basically this was around the time where Tamar lost her job and got fired from the Real, and everybody taking shots at her, even some of the cast members, the ladies on the show, and her colleagues such as Love, Adrian, and possibly Jeannie. But I'm gonna step back from Jeannie. I don't think Jeannie is too much. But also was the producers. I blame her husband, Vince. We don't want to go there. We don't want to go there, but Vince, because I thought he was I believe he was a big part of her losing her spot on the show. He probably asked for too much money for her, thinking she was the ace boom coon, even though she acted like she was, and it thrilled me to death. I got my kikis and my chuckles when she was on the show, because she just gave me that entertainment life with all her shenanigans. So I was here for it. But I think Vince just did a little bit too much too. And I hope she don't got another manager and fired Vince, because he just need to be her husband and her provider, and then she throws in her check in the kit and caboodle as well, or whatever she's getting. But anyway, we go to commercial, we come back. Tony really didn't give Tamar, to me, no good solid advice. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't really worth nothing, and ain't nobody talking about Tony no more, really. So she kind of may be jealous of Tamar being in the spotlight, even though it's all a lot of rumors and innuendos going on about her career and this, that, and the third. But, I don't think she got his Birdman on her. And don't nobody understand that situation. We even just bypass and close a naked eye to it, because we know that's fictitious, fake ass shit they giving us about her and Birdman as a couple. Like, really? Moving on from there. Then Tamar leaves. But before she goes, she tells Tony that all her organic food she had her to try, and this little drink she was concocting for her sucked. And then she goes and tells her that, for her to have a great rest of the tour that she's on currently, and that she'll be out of town. She's going to Atlanta for Vince to buy her house there. And so, it is what it is. Then we go to Trina, Towanda. They're meeting with Tracy. Tracy's in town. She's at the hotel, and they're wanting, to talk with her about the rift between her and Tamar. Because about 2 years ago, they had a beef about, Tracy said something on social media about Tamar, and then Tamar is stemming from something Tracy said about her, where she was getting nominated for her Grammy Award, which we know she didn't win, and just like a shading back and forth between the sisters on social media, which none of it should have taken place. But it is what it is. But, Tamar was talking about, is Tracy still upset about that? I thought we squashed that because we did have a conversation. But let me tell you about this. Hey, remember I was getting nominated, and then she did a some on social media shading me, like one of her sisters, Tony, her favorite sister, whatever, had won her Grammys, but the other sister did. That was an ass whooping for my sister whenever I got a chance to see her. It wouldn't be nothing. I'd just be running up on her ass, and she'll know where that ass whooping came from. She'll be whooping my ass, or I'll be whooping her ass, but we will be fighting. And it wouldn't be no cameras, no nothing. It'd just be an outing with the family, and we'll be busting each other up. But, she was saying she was hurt too, but she got over it. And that's how that went. So we went to commercial from that. We came back. Evelyn had decided to stay in Atlanta, like she had told on season previous season as seasons past. And Tamar wants a home in Atlanta now so she can be close to her mother. And she wants to have another child. Her and Vince are on the same page now. And plus, Tamar's not really doing anything with her career as of now. And she wants to get pregnant and have and enjoy that time. And, Vince is like, woohoo, cool. So they go on and look at this house here in Atlanta. I'm sure it was overpriced. It was just a little over, I think, 7,000 feet. And I don't know how many bedrooms it has, but um, they didn't really like it. It wasn't them, and I could see that it really wasn't them compared to their house that they have in LA. So it is what it is. They go try to get Tamar to go into the attic to see something. Tamar says she ain't messing with no attic. Ain't nothing good in no attic. So I guess her other house don't have an attic, or they don't call it an attic. So that was cute, but they decided not to get that house, or really, it wasn't filling. So I don't know if Tamar was going to hire another realtor, or she's going to let this lady look for another house. But she is definitely getting a house, and Vincent wants a house too in Atlanta as well. I don't know what's with all these celebrities trying to come here to Atlanta, taking up all the space and bringing all this extra added traffic, for regular commuters that live here, born and raised, such as myself, can't navigate through. I mean, the traffic is horrendous from Monday through Sunday. And at least we used to have a little breather on the weekend, especially Sunday. But hell, not now, y'all. But anyway, that was a sidebar. But we go on to where the girls are waiting on tape because, when they were looking for a house, Towanda had called Tamar to tell her, they wanted to meet with her, this, that, and that, and talk over some issues and, have a little girl chat. So she said, okay, I'm going to do that. So I don't know if this was the same day or another day, but they meet up at Uncle Julio's, and it's downtown on Peachtree. If you haven't went, it's good Mexican food. It's okay. I ain't really with no Mexican food. All of it give me heartburn, make me want to go to the bathroom. But if you want some good drinks, somewhat good drinks, you can go there. Not very pricey. Okay. But like I said, the girls are eating and waiting for Tamar. She finally shows up. And of course, Trina tells Tamar she's getting a divorce. And, my smart ass Tamar, she's going to like, okay, wait a minute. Are you getting a real divorce? Like most people, you divorce, you don't live in the same house. You don't call your spouses your nicknames anymore. You kind of move on. Or you getting one like Trina, where you divorced, but y'all still living on the same roof. Y'all still splitting meals together, still going on vacations together. She said, which divorce are you getting? So I kind of liked it there. I got some chuckles off that one too. But she said, no, honey, I'm getting a real divorce where I'm in my own house, you in your own house. You don't know what I'm doing on my spare time. I don't ask what you're doing on your spare time. She said, oh, okay, you getting a real divorce. All right. So she was going to light shade at Trina. And then the girls started to talk about the social media incident where Tracy went on, or Tamar went on there saying she was ousted from some single that was on Tracy's album and making a big deal on it on social media instead of talking about it amongst the family or the girls and stuff like that. And it's a whole bunch of mess. And then we go to commercial, then we come back. Trina's talking to Tamar about social media again. Then Tamar tells how Tracy hurt her when it was around time she was supposed to be in a Grammy nominated thing. And it just went south. So, Trina said, okay, well, both of y'all got hurt. Okay, well, y'all really need to sit down there and squash this stuff. So we left that situation. They think they're going to get them together, but who knows. Then we have Tamar and Vince are going shopping for furniture for their new house in Atlanta. So they must be getting really close to solidifying a deal, because why would you be looking at furniture and you don't have a clue of how it's going to look in your new home or whatnot. And, it just is what it is. And then that first house that, she didn't want, it was fully furnished, it looked like. So I'm like, damn, the folks just left the furniture to get more bang for their buck of a sale. But, they do tell you that if you don't need the furniture and it looks good with the house. But that still wouldn't be Tamar, because Tamar likes to decorate her own shit. So I don't know what that realtor was thinking about. But anyway, she goes on and talked to Vince about her meeting with her sisters and how they're saying that Tracy got hurt on something she said about her on social media. And Vince go on to say, they know how you are. They know how you get down. So, if you don't want somebody's opinion, I said, see, Vince, you was supposed to have a lesson, took it all in, say, okay, y'all need to pray about it. Y'all sisters now. That's all he need to say. He ain't need to say nothing about, you have your own opinions, they have their own opinions, and da da da. I said, Vince, you act too much like a woman again. You're doing too much. You know you're not my favorite. So we're going to digress on that one and move on. But I can say Vince has lost a lot of weight. So I know he died. He done got maybe some gastric sleeve surgery or something, because he's just really melting away too fast. And even though Tamar want to say, Vince is on his healthy kick here, da, 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 I'm like, I need some food. I'm like, you could tell us in shade with that loud all day, Tamar, but we know no. Either Vince done got sick and he done got something he can't get rid of, or he's doing that surgical stuff. And it's okay. I ain't got nothing wrong with him. You got to learn how to start back eating right. If you can get all the weight off and then you start training your body for preparing it for good, decent, low calorie, low cholesterol type of eating, that's good. Because I hope I get to that point. But right now I'm not at that point. I don't plan on having surgery. I really want to try to lose it the right way, but I haven't got my mind fixed right, because it's a mental thing. Because anything you store up in your mind that you want to do, you can manifest it for your other body parts to take root of that same theory you're having with your mind. So it really is mind over matter. But like I said, I ain't got got far to that point yet. So that's a sidebar again. But I just wanted to let y'all know, because he's kind of looking sickly with his weight loss now. It was, peeling off, somewhat okay when he first was starting to lose weight from when he had that heart problem or heart blockage or whatever you call it. But, he needs to figure out what weight is a very good weight for him and try to stay in that range. But, okay, that's a side note again. Then we go to Tamar's meeting with Tracy at her hotel to talk and smooth over things. Both women are a little anxious because they don't know how it's going to play out. This was like the ending of it, and they didn't show it to us, but I'm sure next, where are we? Thursday, we'll see the conclusion of that, or, recapping from this particular episode onto the new episode. But y'all, that's all I have at this time. I'm doing, it on my show, but we also do the Braxtons on me and my daughter's dual show, which is SNS Let's Talk About It. So we haven't put it up yet because she's still doing her thing, and I got to do some taping for my show, but I really wanted to cover it on my show as well, to get my spin on it, my take, my only perception. But when we get together, we pretty much murder everybody in the scenes that is, calling to be murdered on, on the video. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon for something of a review or recap on whatever I'm covering. And it's a new show that's coming out. Well, it's new to me on We TV. It's called Hustle and Soul. It's kind of it caught my attention, so I'm gonna try to do it and see what it do on my channel. And so look for that as well. Okay, guys, take care. Bye bye.